The fourth wall.
Salutations, everyone. Welcome to the Dirt Sheet Radio Raw post-show rewind for February the 26th, 2024. I am Tyler, the pro wrestling hipster at PW Hipster across the board, the pro wrestling hipster over on Facebook. I'll turn it over to my brother from a Canadian mother, Caesar. Introduce yourself, sir, and let's hop into the main event tonight.
Hey guys, as always, is myself sitting down here with Tyler, sitting here for the next little while discussing that thing we love called pro wrestling on Monday Night Raw. I am at NoobTube on all the fancy social media platforms, but I'm not going to sit here and discuss every single one of them because there are way too many nowadays. So many. Just like how many phones Paul Heyman has.
Oh my God, yeah, that's the first thing. Before we even get into the main event, before we even get into the segment after, great stuff, by the way. Why the hell does Paul Heyman have two separate cell phones? Why?
They're not even the same model. They're just a shit one.
Roman Reigns. Call The Rock. Like, what the fuck? How are you talking to both of them at the same time, Paul? Like, unless there we go. Yeah. All right. That's like. So, what is this suggesting that, he's with Reigns and The Rock is his side chick? Like, what's going on here? Like, what's the
relationship? What if he's the side chick? What if he's the side chick?
Wait, Heyman's the side chick?
Keep it in the family. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus. All right. So cell phones aside, let's hop into the main event. We had the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes taking on Grayson Waller. I'm so sorry to if we have any Australians, I apologize for the accent. But I will say this, Grayson Waller, every time I see him, he makes me think of Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life. It is what it is. But they went 8 minutes. Waller picks up the win here. Pretty quick match. I figured they started it pretty damn early, so I'm like, they've got to have something going on after this. But Caesar, man, what'd you think of the match tonight?
Straightforward, steady. Cody got to slap around Austin a little bit. It was like you said, by a certain point, you're looking at the clock, you're looking at your phone, you're looking at the time, you're like, okay, something's got to be cooking up somewhere. And then, of course, match ends, Cody gets ready, and then Paul Heyman, breaking news, Paul Heyman's backstage here in San Jose. So,
yeah, the match was, I'm trying to think of it was probably about maybe 4 or 5 minutes into the match when they said that on commentary.
Yeah, exactly. So it was I mean, it would have been better if just Paul Heyman showed up and they kind of kept it secret, but hey, whatever. Paul Heyman showed up with his side booze and how do you say it again? The off-duty suspended.
Okay, yeah, so they were off-duty, not off-duty, suspended New York City police officers, which Cody Rhodes then assaulted.
All three of them on camera with a weapon.
Well, now I believe if you're being attacked by 3 or more individuals, you are legally permitted to use a weapon to defend yourself. I'm pretty sure.
let's just get on record. We have different laws in different countries, so
That's fair. That's fair.
we'll go with your guys' rules on this one.
Well, and I mean, actually, when you're down here in the States, man, it's different laws by different states down here. So it's wild. It's crazy.
No, I've heard some things, but you know better than I do because you're the certified one here, the two of us. You know stuff I don't. But anywho, cops getting attacked, Cody Rhodes, and 2 cell phones.
But yeah, so Cody, quick, I mean, what was the outcome of this match in doubt at any point going into it? You didn't think Grayson Waller was going to pick up a big win here tonight?
I was more preoccupied with what you said. Like we're saying, like you look at the clock and you're like, okay, there's a good handful of minutes left in the episode. Something's cooking.
Right.
So by a certain point, it's like cool. But it was good to see Grayson actually in a match on the show. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, it was good. Like you knew the outcome. You knew he wasn't going to win, but like it's good to see him in the main event, getting some TV time. Remind everyone that he does do more than just like talk show segments a lot. So yeah,
and again, his theme may sound like a 90s sitcom intro, but it's a hell of a lot better than some of the crap on the freaking market right now. Holy hell.
I think it seems fantastic. I actually would like to set his entrance theme as my my alarm clock. That's what I want to do.
Imagine being able to buy it somewhere and use that.
You can't do that shit anymore. You can't do that anymore.
Oh my God.
But after the match, we had Paul Heyman make his way to the ring with a bunch of off-duty, not off-duty, suspended New York City police officers, which later get assaulted. But he suggested that Cody should keep Roman or The Rock's name out of his freaking mouth, I believe he said.
Will Smith. Remember, he called it that.
You got Will Smith. So that's a thing now. It got memed to death, and now it is a verb. He got Will Smith.
So you're saying that Cody Rhodes got threatened by 2 phones Heyman.
2 phone Heyman. Heyman 2 phones.
Heyman 2 phones instead of Becky 2 belts. It's Heyman 2 phones.
Paulie 2 phones. Paulie 2 phones.
Paulie 2 hard.
There it is. See, we got it.
Let's get out of here.
Hashtag Paulie 2 phones. We're gonna make it happen. Trend it worldwide.
Drop it in the chat right now.
I loved Heyman was trying to get to the ring. Asks, may I? And Cody says, no, you may not.
No.
And Cody shouts, that's rude. Like, absolutely. Like, Paul Heyman is a goddamn gem. Like, I mean, you gotta love the guy.
I don't know if you ever watched his, what's it called? Inside the Ropes segments he's done. Like his, I guess like it's on YouTube, his show. I saw an episode from way back when he was in England. It was pretty cool because like he does like a giant seminar where he sits down with people and talks like pro wrestling. And it's really cool because he doesn't hold back. He just goes.
Oh, okay. Actually, yeah, I've seen some of those.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And it's really cool because he does those, and you just kind of go, okay, everyone, shut the hell up. Let this man talk for a bit.
Yeah, I hope that someday, maybe he's already done it, but I would hope that Paul Heyman has several books that he would release.
Oh, he could do a series like the Lord of the Rings books. That's how much he probably has in his head.
Yeah.
Someone get that man in a bookstore or book. Right. I don't know what they still use.
I imagine he probably wouldn't do something like that till after he's retired and out of the business because you don't want to. He'd probably have to burn some bridges if he's going to be truthful in anything autobiographical.
I feel like one book would probably like do him well for a good 5 years before he needs to get another book.
First of all, that dude looked like he was about 17 years old.
Oh, the third guy. There we go. It derped horribly.
He did not look very old at all. I don't believe he was a cop. Look at him. He does not.
Is the jacket too small on him?
It is a little small. It is a little too small. It's tight. It makes him look bigger. It's a trick of the trade. It's a trick of the trade. But anything else on the main event tonight?
I want to know why I want to know why Heyman 2 phones isn't trending.
Paulie 2 phones. Hashtag make it happen. Hashtag.
Let's go back to the start of the show.
All righty. So we will hop to the beginning of the show. We are a scant 40 days away from WrestleMania.
I can't believe it.
It's coming up quick, man. Before we know it.
It literally felt like yesterday we're just like, all right, we're going into the Rumble season. Now we're like, okay, we're going into the Mania. What's tomorrow? We'll be going into Bash in Berlin. Like, damn.
Bam, 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 man. It's not stopping for nothing. There is no off season in professional wrestling. But They open with a quick little highlight package of the Elimination Chamber, and then cut to Dom Mysterio standing in the ring, and he introduced his lady friend, his mommy, Ms. Rhea Ripley. Rhea makes her way to the ring and began to cut a promo, kind of standard Rhea rhetoric, as it would be, and was interrupted by the man, Becky Lynch. What'd you think of the promo, Caesar?
Sorry, I couldn't hear much of the promo, to be honest, because as soon as that man opens his mouth, the whole room fills up. But honestly,
I thought you couldn't hear it because you were distracted because Becky Lynch was dressed like a can of Rockstar Energy.
I thought someone else was going to confirm that one for me. But sorry, I don't drink Rockstar, I drink Monsters. I'm just loving some of the crap they're saying back for each other. Like, it's anything from mommy's going to learn how to be on bottom. The man's always on top, of course. All this stuff. But also, shut up, Dom. You're a kumquat or kumquat. I can't even spell that word. So it's even funny when I heard that shit go off. I'm like,
it's a funny word though, kumquat.
Well, it is like, what do you say back as a
That's why. That's why you say that. There's no good retort to me.
You can try.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
What do you say? You're a bitch. Like, there's nothing you can say. But also, the R&D tattoo on her face is back, so that's officially back.
Do you feel that their relationship is in a better place than it was?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Something's going on, but I don't know what. But Don's a cuck, or whatever the expression is. So, just that's not my words.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Hashtag him and 2 belts.
Allegedly.
2 phones.
The ostrich, allegedly.
Ostrich, you say? But okay, we'll cut to the chase.
So
mommy is gonna verse the Rockstar Energy can at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's the sound of it. Yeah.
Dude, is it time for the belts to go?
No. I think people are going to get real fucking pissed if Becky wins that belt. Becky got booed when she suggested she would beat Rhea.
Okay, I said this to you. I said this to you in our beginning. We'll say off stream. I know if everyone had watched our Dirt Sheet Radio watch along, you would have seen what had happened at the Chamber pay-per-view. But the one person who got a lot of attention was Tiffany Stratton, actually. And honestly,
Tiffany's awesome.
No, I was at first I thought, okay, let's see how this goes with Tiffany. Maybe she's just gonna do a couple spots, this and that, whatever. No, she went. So I'm wondering, like, are they gonna save Tiffany for like down the road, or is she just gonna be like cool, here's some spots now, here's some matches? That's what I'm wondering about.
I don't know. I don't know what her WrestleMania path is at the moment, but they'll probably find something for her to do because, like I said, they brought her up before WrestleMania for a reason. So I figured they'll put a rocket on her at some point.
I don't know. I think Perth did.
Perth. Welcome to Perth.
Perth.
All right. Moving on, we had a quick interview segment with Nia Jax backstage. We interviewed by Jackie Redmond. It was Jackie Redmond, by the way.
Redmond.
It was, in fact, Jackie Redmond interviewing Nia Jax, asking why. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped past that. Nia Jax attacked Becky Lynch after this promo.
Yawn.
Yeah, it's same old shit. Here comes Nia.
It's not much. It's just like. The way she has like the interactions with Becky and all the other women is she does kind of like almost certain things over and over and over. I'm not saying we should like have Nia come out with like a steel chair and start trashing women, but like get a new approach to it. That's all.
Yeah. And change your music back to not like most girls.
I would rather her just come out to the ring like Dawn Callis does it. Like, that's
bald?
Huh?
Bald?
No, have you not seen his theme song? It's just for like a good minute or so. It's just a sound wave. It's all his theme is. That's
remember the Right to Censors theme? Just the like sirens. Yeah.
We're not gonna go that way right now. My head's gonna explode.
No, terrible idea. But Jackie Redmond asked Nia why she attacked Becky. She's angry that Becky's getting this title shot because she beat Becky clean, as she said. And she said, Becky won't make it to WrestleMania. I'm mean, and I'm Nia Jax.
I'm more impressed she didn't break Becky's nose again.
Oh, good for her. She hasn't heard anybody in a while. She's improving.
Becky's one of those sides that says, "How many days since Nia Jax broke my nose?" and put it in her locker room
T-shirt.
Oh, please,
right?
that'd be a great T-shirt,
right? But hopping along, we had Sami Zayn taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. Sami Zayn picks up the win here in 15 minutes. Gave it a fair amount of time. I thought it was a fantastic opening match. I mean, when you're dropping, Sami Zayn and Nakamura in there, you're going to get a good quality match there. And like I said, 15 minutes, fair amount of time for him to get rolling. I kind of thought Nakamura might pick up a win here, but nope, he loses. Continue to lose. Nakamura loses.
I don't know what to say anymore. Like, I feel like a certain compadre of ours, if he was able to be here, he would have a huge opinion on this right now. But yeah, like, what do you do with Shinsuke Nakamura right now? It's like by a certain point, it's like his credibility is just kind of there, and that's all there is. It's not like a big. Ooh.
I mean, he's kind of in that gatekeeping position. He's like kind of like second tier, second level heel that can give someone a good match, and they can he can look tough against them, but it's a compelling match, and it looks like a good win. But he's doing a good job with that.
Now, I have a question. Here's an idea for you. Do you think it'd be about time to send him to SmackDown?
Like after Mania, you think?
Well, whenever. I'm saying, like, do you think that he's just kind of been doing stuff on Raw to be on Raw, but like he should be switched over to SmackDown?
I don't know. Like, I don't really know what kind of story or what to do with him at the moment.
That's what I'm saying. Like, should they send him over to SmackDown and put him in some kind of feud with something? That's what I'm getting at. I think they should, but I don't know what they would do yet. Tag, singles, trios. I don't know.
No trios.
No, I mean, like, he helps out like him and some other people in like a faction kind of setup. Not an actual faction, but like some.
Stop trying to make trios happen in WWE. Trios is not going to happen.
I'm seeing like a faction idea. Hell, maybe the crazy card is put with the freaking Kabuki or the whatever they call themselves this week. There you go. That's a little too on the nose. We're gonna pull that card. I don't know, but anyways, no, it was a good match. It was a good 15 minutes. They actually had some fun. I still, like I said before, like I was watching the match, and I still think that seeing Shinsuke go off the top rope was still kind of weird to me. I mean, like you said, he is lanky, but like
he is lanky. He's 6'2". He's a big guy, and he is very lanky. I assume that's probably kind of one of the reasons why he wears the type of gear he wears. Kind of covers his legs and stuff. But hi, Molly. Molly has decided to partake of the show tonight.
Yep.
But yeah, he's pretty lanky, but he does look interesting coming off the top rope when he does,
especially when he does his Kinshasa.
Yeah, but it was a great match though. Great match. Like a lot of compelling, believable near falls, and it was good. It was good.
It's good to see when they actually let the guys go.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is.
Exactly. Now, speaking of that, here in this next match, they will not have given them a lot of time, which is unfortunate because we had Raquel Rodriguez taking on Chelsea Green. And I was bummed. As soon as I saw she was wrestling Raquel, I was like, man, I even said this in the chat. I was like, man, they're gonna make her lose. I'm mad. I want Chelsea to pick up some wins here. Come on, WWE. Book Chelsea Green to win. We want Chelsea. At least, I want Chelsea to win. She's so great. It's such a fun character. And where the hell's Piper Niven?
I got a feeling that maybe letting Piper have some time off now that they're not tag team champions.
Piper Niven is currently dealing with a hand injury.
Ooh.
Okay.
So I was close. Okay. But yeah, that's. Come on. Hold on. I mean, Finn Balor was here tonight, and he's got a thumb injury. So
that's the thumb, though, not the whole hand. It's the thumb. Yeah. But Rodriguez picks up the win in 2 minutes. It's like, come on. Why so fast? Chelsea.
I think maybe they're trying to build her up as a force for after Mania. Because I hope to God they don't do a triple threat.
No, I just want to be straightforward. Yeah. After Rhea vanquishes Becky, Raquel could be set up. They've got a history there.
That would be something. Yeah. Ow. Mania, post the Raw after Mania. Raquel comes out and starts screaming at Rhea.
Exactly.
I mean, the only benefit I could see out of it somehow being Becky and Raquel is Raquel kicks off Becky's head a few times.
right.
You're like, let's go, come down.
They can work a good match. They can work a compelling match.
I don't know. I think that Rhea and Raquel would be more money because, like you said, the history that would be. Let's get into it with that one.
Yeah. But moving on, we had a backstage segment with Sami Zayn cutting a promo about picking up his win tonight. Had a quick stare down with Imperium and the ring general Gunther. And then Gunther laughed. Gunther laughed dismissively in the face of the underdog Sami Zayn.
I just love how Gunther walked up to him and you could just hear people just like everyone was in awe.
Yeah, and we'll get to the segment they had about it later. I'm still one of the guys pulling for it to be Chad Gable. So we'll see what happens.
No. I mean, I know this might be against your idea, but what if they did maybe like a Rumble idea, like 10-man? But I mean, like, obviously Chad wins it, but like let them have their time.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. As long as Chad gets there, I don't care how they do it. Honestly.
I was impressed he was in a suit tonight. Big ups. Rather than just showing up and be like, thank you, or whatever the hell he does.
Yeah, he needs to
Ditch it.
drop off that shit. Like that's
he gets to be part of the Alpha Academy, but the gimmick part where he's like, thank you, or however he does it.
Oh Lord.
I hate.
All right,
I'm sorry. He is. Oh, hold on. Before we get to it, I saw a clip on something somewhere. Do you remember when he was with Bobby or Robert? How you want to call him? Bobby Roode? Do you remember that?
God, when was that?
That was like a few years back, and in the interview, Bobby Roode was giving Chad mad props. I was like, yeah, I remember the tag. It was a short-lived tag, but it was cool because look at it now. He's international champion at Mania. Can we?
But we had a quick backstage segment with Cody being interviewed by
Say it.
Jackie Redmond.
He got it right, guys. He got it right.
I was talking about, challenging The Rock and then his match that would be coming up later tonight with Grayson Waller. Imperium made their way to the ring. Actually, all of Imperium. So with Judgment Day. Yes, so get out there. We had Gunther talking about who his potential opponents could be for WrestleMania. Listed names such as Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, The Miz, and R-Truth. And R-Truth got a hell of a pop when he said R-Truth.
Could you imagine that happening at Mania?
No, absolutely not.
No, I mean, like, if he actually did win it, I'm not saying I want that. I'm just saying it'd be so weird. I'm saying.
Well, like, it'd be weird because it'd be fucking nonsensical booking. Like, so, yeah, it would be weird.
I remember, like, we love Truth, but
we do love Truth.
But no, I completely agree with you guys. Gable needs to get that title. Let Gunther go off in the sunset for like a month or so and then come back.
Right. But yeah, so they are interrupted by the Judgment Day. Which, I mean, are they suggesting that the Judgment Day, or specifically Damian Priest, is going to be going after the Intercontinental title? Are they saying that he's going to be the one to do it?
What does he have, like 3 months left? Hold on.
So they at one point in time established that you have until the date of the event to use the money, the Brighton Bank briefcase. But like, they haven't said that in a while. Like, it's not something they've brought up in a long time. Do you think they could just ignore it and we just have, the next Money in the Bank roll around and we have two people like running around with briefcases?
No.
Any chance that it just expires and Priest is like, oh, damn?
No.
Okay.
So I feel like sometimes
he can't use it for the IC title. If he uses it for the IC title, it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, that's I don't know. The best time to use it, if he is going to use it finally, instead of being senior cheerleader, is to use it at freaking Mania. Yeah. Rollins or Drew are down the match. Hell, he could show up halfway through the match if he wanted to.
I mean,
But,
I don't know if they want to do that bit again.
No, I don't know. I do agree though. Like he does need to just freaking use. I don't even care if he wins the damn thing. Just use the thing, get it over with.
Right.
Like it's getting ridiculous. I'm seriously not down for it. Like,
yep.
I would rather R-Truth steal it and cash it in on like SmackDown by accident or some shit. Like I don't.
It'd be his at that point. He could do whatever he wanted to with it.
Yeah, because Damien's not cashing in.
No,
he's babysitting Lord Farquaad.
I wanted to say about the Damian Priest thing. I think it's more important not that he's not cashing it in. It's important that he's not doing a damn significant thing. He's got the tag team championships, and they defended on the pay-per-view in a tag team match, but there's no real stories going into these matches. They're just dealing with their singular R-Truth thing. They're building their WrestleMania match with The Miz and R-Truth. Your potential next world champion is pussyfooting around with The Miz and R-Truth at WrestleMania. And this is an old school, but this is a Vince way. This is the way Vince used to book Money in the Bank. Why is Triple H booking Money in the Bank like this? Why is this? They do this bullshit where they book the Money in the Bank dude like a fucking loser until surprise, he's the world champion now. That shit sucks.
Oh yeah, I say book him strong. Keep him strong. Like make it make sense. Like it shouldn't be a surprise when he wins the world title. Damian Priest is a beast. Like
I do remember him having those matches before when he was U.S. champion. He was doing pretty good. Oh, yeah, and then he started wearing latex and eye makeup or leather or whatever.
That's what you do. But up next we had Imperium taking on the New Day in a street fight.
So I got a question before we get like fully into this match. Okay, it is about this match, of course. I will say, why didn't Imperium come out like New Day? Like usually, whenever there's like a hardcore kind of match, people usually throw on like extra clothing. You notice that?
Yeah, well, I mean, and I was gonna say, I actually wrote in my notes, love the blue jeans. That is old school street fight shit.
That's what I'm saying, right?
That's tradition. You wear blue jeans in a street fight. Well, they're not. They're European. They're not going to do it. They're not.
But you think they would do some kind of flashy European-esque kind of thing? That's what I'm saying.
Like a flashy blue jean.
Maybe.
Like something more
you know what I mean? Like something.
Like a nice heirloom slack.
Yeah, black pants, slacks, something to match the thing. But
great match. Like crowd was hot the whole time.
But it was...
Imperium picks up the win in 18 minutes, so gave them a lot of time. There were like 3 commercial breaks during this match.
When Xavier got pinned, he got folded up.
Yes, yeah, he was accordioned for sure.
My back hurt watching that. But it was, I do agree with you. It was a hot match through and through, like from the start to the finish to the middle. And did you notice that Giovanni Vinci actually got some time to shine?
Yeah, which is rare. It is rare.
Yeah, it wasn't just him cracking with the kendo stick. He was actually going for a bit and picking up some like steam and flying through the air.
Yeah, yeah. Like, they look good. I mean, and they picked up the win here tonight, which which is good. You know, keeps Imperium looking strong. And I gotta say, like, this was a really well done TV, feud program. Like, it's been over the course of, about a month and a half. Yeah, it was they had a great promo package before the match tonight, building it up. Really made it seem like a big deal. Like when they played that package, I was pumped for the match. Like,
my favorite was last week when they finished their promo, the New Day, that they were smiling at the screen like really creepily, like they're like eerie kind of smile, and then Kofi did the New Day rhythm with the kendo stick on top of the road case. Like I was like, oh god, that's great. It's good they're doing weird things like that.
And I like this New Day. I've said that before. A little bit different, a little more violent, a little more tough of a New Day. I dig what they're doing. We need that little bit of like. It had to be something to change. Had to change it up a little bit,
Don't get me wrong. The bootios, the cookies, the pancakes, that stuff's cool, but I'm down for this little bit of an edgier New Day. Don't roll them out all the time, but roll them out here and there and let them just destroy people for a bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give them, like you said, was it 15 minutes? 15, right? 1-5?
18.
Okay. Give them that. Give them the 18 minutes. Let them work with the team. Creed brothers, and have like a good match, hardcore or tables or something.
Yeah, crowd was into it too. They had a good time tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah,
but had a quick vignette with Grayson Waller, followed by a backstage segment. We had Pierce on the phone, was talking to Bronson Reed apparently, and was approached by Chad Gable, and Chad was requesting to have the Intercontinental Championship match with Gunther, stating that it wasn't just about the title. It had to do with him being a father, and Gunther making his daughter cry the last time they wrestled, and how it's much more personal, much bigger than just the championship. And we've been saying it for a long time on this show. We want Gable to get the shot. We want him to get the dethrone. Like, if somebody's going to do it, it needs to be Gable. Like, it'd be great. It'll be such a wonderful WrestleMania moment, such a huge thing.
That at Mania, the moment that he gets the 3, that building's going to explode.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Now, my only thing I'm wondering is like night 1 or night 2. I'm thinking maybe night 1, because they've got the whole Roman thing on night 2, right? So probably. So
here's my question, because WrestleMania's a big show. Generally with WrestleMania, it's you send them home happy. Obviously, last year they did not do that with Cody and Roman, but in the interest of that, if night 1 concludes with Drew and Seth, do you assume Drew gets booed in beating Seth? Because Drew wins that match, right? Like, yeah. Okay. But do you think Drew gets booed?
I think Drew would get booed if he works with the Bloodline to win.
I just wonder if you guys still think that that match is actually going to main event night 1. It seemed like Rollins is actively involved in the Bloodline situation.
So you think we're still leaning towards a tag match on night 1?
Yeah, I got those vibes. I caught the promo, and they were clearly like referencing the fact that he's got Bloodline business and it's interfering with his Drew McIntyre business. I don't know how they're going to tie it together, but I'm interested in seeing them figure it out.
So would you put both titles on the second night then?
It seems like you're going to get both world title matches on night 2. That's what I think.
Anyway. Then I would say they would definitely put the IC match on night 1 then to get a title match on there. Yeah.
And then, the tag thing. Put like Jimmy and Solo against Drew and Seth. Because, they won't put Reigns in that. Because then, Solo could get the pin, for example, and then, yay.
Yeah. Good times. All right. So moving forward, we had Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark taking on Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. This was 2 minutes. It didn't need to be much longer than that, honestly.
I hate Shayna's theme.
Really? It's awful.
I love how you're like trying to like reiterate. Like, we're like, oh yeah, it's good. You're like, nah, screw it.
No, Starks is awful too. Like, I mean, there's so many terrible themes nowadays. Like, I'm not much of a like back in my day, professional wrestling. Wool tights and ankle boots. But no, but seriously, like, wrestling themes were so much better. Even like 10 years ago, they were so much better.
My favorite?
Disagree. It depends on what kind of wrestling game you're looking for. I say all the time that for some reason, I don't know when it happened, but they leaned all the way into making wrestling simulators rather than wrestling arcade games. So
I said theme. I'm sorry. I
thought you said games. I was like, holy shit. Let me jump in here because fuck you. Wrestling games are incredible. Let me explain to you. I'm going to take 3 hours now to talk about wrestling video games.
Flip your chair, kids. John's going to go off.
I'm glad you know. No, I said themes. I should have enunciated better there. Themes, entrance themes. No.
If I may save you for a second, my favorite still is what happened when Jim Johnston actually talked about themes in I guess you could say a mini documentary on YouTube they did, and he was talking about the Rock's theme. And with the Rock's theme, he's like, well, it's simple. You have a few notes, and then you make another version of the theme. You used to add a little bit more, but it's still the same thing, and so forth going down the road. And it's catchy. Look at Austin's theme.
They'd evolve over time.
And there was never anything like hugely different. It was just like the same thing, the same part that everyone knows, with some extra je ne sais quoi, as we say up here in Canada.
All right, exactly. All right, so up next we had a awkward backstage segment with Miz, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, and R-Truth. More jokes about them being DX. Usually I'm all with the R-Truth segments, but this one this one didn't land too well with me. I didn't really find it too funny, except for the last line when R-Truth picks up his TV and he's like, "Oh man, I ain't got cables." And Gargano's like, "Oh, is it wireless?" He's like, "Nope," and he just walks off.
I asked you guys earlier, is that considered theft? Because he's taking it from their locker room. That's his possession.
TV. It's his.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not theft, is it? He's just taking it back.
He's just taking what's his. That's all.
It's so stupid. Doing indies yet? Ooh.
Oh, Regeneration X. Yeah, that's the team there apparently. Oh,
I don't know. I give it a bit. Let them have their fun. Let them screw around for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather honestly DIY not be associated with this because, like, I don't want them doing comedy. Like, I want people to be taken seriously.
I want there to be 2 tag divisions.
But
sorry, cough.
It is what it is. But but then moving on, we had Drew McIntyre make his way to the ring in his kilt.
Oh, I love some of the quotes he made in that segment. That was great.
Oh yeah, he had some good lines in this, such as "Don't shoot up me kilt, you perv."
Or
good times.
Or if you look at my title under my name, what he says, "Who am I, CM Punk?"
Yeah, it was good. It was good. We say this all the time, pretty much every week. Drew McIntyre is doing so well in this heel role. Like
I really hope they just go, okay, Drew, we need you to go out there for like 5 to 10 minutes and say some stuff until Rollins comes out or something like that. And he just delivers it with such a swagger when he actually says things. It's not like he goes out there and goes, okay, I got this, guys. It's more like he just walks out there and goes, so, what do you want to talk about? That's all it is. And then he calls out Rollins. And then they have their explanation of things to come in regards to the bloodline in their match. And whether or not Seth is going to be 100% or not at Mania.
I was trying to figure out Seth's outfit tonight.
Yeah. I don't know.
There's an episode of Seinfeld, and I know I'm sorry for our younger viewers out there, but where George Costanza says if it were socially acceptable, he would drape himself in velvet. And that's what that reminded me of.
Oh, okay.
Might have to make that meme later.
It's probably a meme. Just go on YouTube or go on Google. It's probably a meme somewhere.
maybe. But no, it's good promo though.
Yeah. So like we were saying a little while ago with John, do we say that round one, night one, we do Seth and Drew versus the Bloodline, and then night 2, Seth and Drew?
What?
Yeah,
Seth and Cody Rhodes versus the Bloodline. Drew McIntyre not involved.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we have the tag match on the first night, and then the second night we have the world titles. Is what everyone's leaning towards. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
thank you for the save.
Yeah,
yeah,
that makes sense. I think it makes sense.
I hope. I honestly hope everyone's good to go for Mania because.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why they're keeping Seth out of the ring. I read over the weekend that it was apparently originally going to be him and Bronson Reed.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, which is a real shame. Because like they could have found something else for Reed to do. Nothing else.
Well, didn't he say?
Did you catch on to the implication though? Like Seth Rollins would have been a heel at that point. And that's entirely gone.
Not to mention,
because that's Bronson. I was gonna say because that's Bronson Reed's hometown, and they probably would have had Rollins as a heel going into WrestleMania. So it was interesting seeing that go out the window.
Didn't they also say that he had his kid too, like sometime before the show, like the week or so before? Yeah,
coincidence.
Coincidence.
Beautiful coincidence.
Right.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to him for sure. But what a bummer, hey. He couldn't have his match like that. Everyone else got a freaking match or segment. Then there's Big Bronson Reed.
Big Bronson Reed.
Oh,
Mate Planet.
thank you, Drew. Thank you, Steve or Stu, or we would even call him now.
No,
What's
no
this
Bronson.
say? You
No
see
Bronson
this?
Reed. What? I'm sorry.
Drew's just disadvantage.
That was in my notes. I don't even know what that means.
That is brutal. I don't think that's true, but I kind of get what you're saying there.
I know, but
I get it. I
Drew's
get it.
the asshole assistant manager, though. Like, you want time off? Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
I love this. I love this shit that happens when we see some stuff that are in the chat and people just.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about doing a live show.
Yeah,
is the things that come up in that chat room.
Fantastic. Don't forget, guys. Heyman 2 phones needs to be trending. Let's go.
Heyman 2 phones.
Anyways, back to the segment.
Solid segment.
I think we missed something.
Did we? What we skip?
The interaction with Rhea and Dom in the backstage. Didn't we miss that? I have written down.
What happened? Let me. I'm going back through my notes here.
I'll recap it for a second. So they come back to the back to Judgment Day, and then Rhea shows up, and then she starts confronting them, saying, if you're gonna do it, she has this whole speech, and then Dom says, "I'll look into it. I'll take care of it." And then he turns, and who does he run into? Andrade.
Yep. I'm sorry. I completely forgot about that.
My favorite part is the fact that they're all cool and talking and shit. And Andrade says to him, I talked to Adam Pearce. I can't even say I can't do it properly. But he's talking about Pierce and saying that he's like looking for his first match. There we go.
Yeah.
I wish I had that kind of suit right now, just in my closet, just cause.
But
could you imagine Andrade and Dom next week?
I feel like so many people when they've come back, like their first match back in is Dominic Mysterio. That's part of what he does now, because you're going to get a good, safe match out of him.
Yeah,
Andre will get cheered. Dom's going to sell his ass off. It'll be good. They'll be good. Yeah, I'd love to see that. That'd be a fun match.
The one thing I hope that Andrade does is his in the rings post he used to do in the NXT days. Mm-hmm. Remember that? Yeah, that was so, dare we say, heelish?
Yeah, I mean he's bound to be heel eventually.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he is heel, but he's taking his time.
Okay,
I don't know, but who cares? Let them have the match. Let them go. Yeah, I just want to see that.
It'll be fun. That'll be maybe a Raw match between now and Mania. Be a good time.
At Mania. No, don't do that.
No. But here we go on. We had our next match. We had Nia Jax taking on Liv Morgan. This ended with a DQ when Jax was jumped. Jax was jumped by Becky Lynch. I guess Nia's looked a bit better lately. But it is what it is. They didn't. I feel like they did it this way just to avoid having Liv taking a loss.
Oh, I could see that easily.
Yeah, because when I saw this match was happening tonight, that was my first thought. I'm like, oh man, they're going to give Liv a loss.
I was thinking more so. I was thinking more so some shenanigans are behind the scenes. That's all I was thinking about. I couldn't think of what it could be.
Yeah.
So Liv got the DQ because Nia Jax got beaten by a flying Rockstar can.
Yep.
Do you just hate that?
I do.
It was the worst.
So I guess there's still bad blood between Nia Jax and the man.
Becky Lynch.
We'll see what
with the hat
what happens. With that, she likes the hats. She's into hats now. It's part of her gimmick. Why not?
No. She asked the crowd if they liked it.
Remember? They did. No. Look, let me tell you something.
Oh, story time.
Crowds, it is. Wow. How do you know? How do you know? So let me tell you something. Crowds.
Story time with Tyler.
Crowds at wrestling show gather around PW Hipster. Wrestling crowds will cheer and chant just about any stupid thing on the planet. I was at a Ring of Honor show in Cincinnati. It's probably about 10 years ago.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. God, it is back in the day. And Kevin Steen was wrestling Bobby Fish, and Steen said that the tag rope was more over than Bobby Fish, and the entire venue chanted rope. Like, I mean, they'll do it.
Well,
so,
and not to be a dick to Bobby Fish, but like, how many matches has he had in the past like while that are memorable? Like last time I remember him was when he was with the Undisputed, whatever they call themselves in WWE or in NXT. Sorry,
era.
That was last time I remember him in like a big storyline. Now he's wrestling against who knows who in whatever division of whatever company, and no one knows.
Where's that? Don't know. He's fishing. Fishing.
The other now, if we're gonna use a WWE reference in regards to that thing, do you remember when The Rock came back like maybe a year or two ago, and he got the crowd to chant "You're an asshole"?
Yeah.
See, so I do agree with you. If the crowd is the right thing, they'll chant. You know, Heyman Two Phones probably know.
I would love to hear Heyman Two Phones. That would.
Or the Becky Lynch T-shirt idea.
And of course, there was the other that one night when John Cena got a Wendy's chant on Monday Night Raw. So they've chanted some interesting stuff over the years.
I haven't had Wendy's in a long time, to be honest. Actually, like the closest Wendy's I think or Burger King in my area is about like 7 hours away. So.
Oh geez. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
It's rough. It's rough up there in the Great White North.
Yeah. My polar bear.
I can walk down the street like a mile and a half and be by like
this is
places.
This is gonna sound weird, but
America.
If something happened in my area and I got like stabbed or like something like ironically messed up, my hospital's like a 5-minute drive away.
That's good. People get stabbed in Canada.
What's that?
I said people get stabbed in Canada.
Oh, politely.
Oh, okay. Oh,
so I get stabbed. You say, sorry, bud.
Oh,
sorry. Eh?
Oh.
We need CJ up in this bitch right now.
But yeah, so that would bring us back around to our main event. So real quick thing, we had Becky getting Pierce's face backstage. Liv was angry as well. A lot of high drama going on back there.
Did you notice? I feel good to hear this. He didn't say I need a drink. Maybe Adam Pearce is going to rehab.
Well, maybe he's starting to adjust to the stress of the job.
Or maybe he's already half cut.
Yeah, maybe. But
maybe he showed up to work already hammered. But anyways.
I'd say he's schnackered. But so we've got so Becky Lynch and Nia Jax will have a match again next week. I'm assuming what's going to happen, right? Becky's going to win.
Oh, that's not what I was getting at.
What were you getting at?
Think about it. Come on.
My home.
No, I was gonna say watch Liv Morgan somehow get involved in.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, Nia. Yeah. Oh God. But that'll bring us around here. So we'll anything else on tonight? Yes, sir.
Oh no! Before I was waiting for you to say anything else on tonight's show because I actually did have one small thing.
Yeah.
At the end of tonight's show. But Cody, being the mega super over baby face that he is, did a gender reveal for a fan in the crowd. I've got the
post show.
Huh. Yeah.
Gender reveal time. San Jose, I need a drum roll, please.
We get a gender reveal and spam in the chat. I love it.
Good guy, Cody. He's going to be that guy's best man. Like, Cody's such a good dude.
Dude, that'd be so awesome if he was at a wedding and
gender.
We get Heyman and a gender reveal.
Look at this. Look at this spam.
That's what I said. I was like,
great. Look at this, Keisha Udelhoven.
That's
a great spam name. Don't visit this. Don't visit this website.
It sounds like a strudel, doesn't it?
Keisha Udelhoven.
What do you think?
Look at the chat. Look at the chat.
Oh, a gender reveal where the baby's from is Punjabi prison theme. Incredible.
Holy shit!
Oh,
That
You can't
man.
make this shit
that
up.
is great.
Oh, David Harris, you are a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you.
Thank
That
you
is
for the gender
fantastic.
reveal, David.
The gender reveal. Oh, jeez, that is fantastic.
What the hell, man? I love it. I love it.
Oh my god! But so that'll bring us down to our jobbers of the night.
This is
And,
like the hardest thing to think about sometimes.
I'll say I've got mine. I've got.
All right,
mine.
you start this party.
As Val Venus used to say, I'm locked, cocked, and ready to unload here. So let's
Lol.
lol. But so my jobber of the night for Raw, February the 26th, it's Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. My God, like crowd's not giving a reaction. They get steamrolled in a match that was really pretty inconsequential, I guess. I mean, I guess Baszler and Stark were trying to prove the point that they Baszler, sorry. Baszler.
I'm just seeing how Bear would say it.
I feel like I went
Baszler.
British. I was British. I was like, oh, hello, Baszler.
Shit at Baszler. Anyways, go on.
I guess they were trying to prove a point that like they beat the team that got the shot, but like they're not over and they just got steamrolled and it's not. I don't know what to do. But yeah, so they're my jobbers of the night tonight.
Yeah, I'm just gonna agree with you on the one because I'm looking at it right now and I could say another thing, but your argument on this one kind of basically throws out what we're all thinking. It's like we need some storylines, we need some build up for these tag belts. It is cool women are doing something with the tag division, but like something, not just here's a championship shot, or like here's a build. We've been working on this for like a year now.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, megastar. Who do we have?
Who do you got? Who you got for your megastar tonight?
I kind of want to put it between two people. Like I want to put like someone as a second place and somebody as a first place.
Yeah.
In second place, not because of anything bad, but Chad Gable, because he stepped up and he actually went to Pierce and said, "Listen, I want the match. I want the belt. I want it." And like, he showed a serious side, which is really cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, all that shit, hello, and all that kind of shit is like,
and
okay, cool. But it's
that's
like
what we need from him. That's what we need. He needs to be more serious.
It is good to see. So I'm kind of curious to see how much Adam Pearce drinks going forward to keep this division going and push, Chad.
Well,
but
I feel like Adam Pearce's biggest issue is probably Chelsea Green.
Oh yeah, by all means.
I feel like that's why he loses sleep. Like he, has to put his phone on like, silent or airplane mode or whatever, like, ignore whatever it is. Like
he just phone at the front desk of the hotel.
Yeah, exactly. He's like,
in his car.
Morning. Like he's got 74 voicemails. It's obnoxious. It's really quite unfortunate for him. I
oh god. But if I had to put somebody in the first position for like megastar, Drew. Like he's going in a direction that he's needed to go in for a while. And some of the like every week he has some kind of quote that just sounds really dickheaded.
Yeah.
But like it just fits his character. Anything from the looking at my kilt line to who am I, CM Punk? Like it, it's good.
Yeah.
It's refreshing.
Yeah, he's doing really well with it. Like he's like I said, a lot of the things he says make sense from a good logical standpoint.
Yeah.
But then he'll work in those lines, those digs, those real dickish comments, taking a swing at CM Punk, stuff like that. People, and he got booed for it too, which is good. He knows what he's doing. He's doing a hell of a job right now. Again, have not heard about him being re-signed. I'm hoping that it's just something they've kept incredibly secret, and he's already re-signed.
I could see it. Like he has probably been re-signed for a bit, but like no, let's keep it, hush hush kind of thing. I could see that.
Do you see him beating Seth for the title?
I see him winning it, and then him being like, "Guess what? I've been re-signed since like, insert date here."
Right, but so a solid pick, man. Solid pick. I was actually Drew was one of the ways I was leaning, but I'll go with my other choice since you went with Drew, and that would be Imperium. Actually, like getting a nice cooperative, coordinated win tonight. They look strong. It was the longest match on the card, and it's good because maybe they can start to position them in the tag division. kind of move them up that way. I wouldn't mind seeing them with the tag titles. Like
I wouldn't either. I completely agree.
Just do something else with it. Like, I mean, maybe that I don't know if they're ever going to split Imperium up. Like, it'd be cool to see them with the tag titles and Gunther with the IC title. But I mean, I
would say something higher than the IC title at this point.
Oh, Gunther gets the world. They got the tag running Rexha. That'd be a good time.
Well, I mean, it'd be cool. It'd be cool if we had 2 sets of belts.
I don't think it's happening.
I hope they do. They need to really do that because, especially with like some of the teams picking up steam and actually doing really well in the tag division. Like, here's a crazy one for you. Hear me out on this one. What if they actually did a program with Judgment Day and Imperium 3v3, or maybe 4v4, or just tag straight up?
I mean, they've had some matchups. They could definitely work a program, but like, I don't know how much longer Judgment Day is really going to have those belts.
Because I would love to, like you said, Imperium with tag titles.
It'd be nice.
And then again, of course, Gunther with a prize on his shoulder too.
Yeah,
I'd be down. Let them be complete assholes for a bit. Run their mouths and go, "Da
ring general."
I know Don doesn't have the clip with them ready, but still,
they get a good reaction. And I gotta say, like, I feel like Gunther has started to slowly evolve his character. He's a little less wooden, and that was one of my only critiques of Gunther. I found his character to be a little wooden, a little plain, and he's really starting to show a lot more sarcastic facial expressions.
Yeah,
he's feeling like he's getting this like that little wry smile and it's so often like, and it's good because like people were starting to like Gunther. Like, he's a likable wrestler. Like, he's a wrestler's wrestler. You know what I mean? He talks about the majesty of the sport. Oh, I wouldn't want to take one. But like, he talks about like the majesty and how important and how wonderful wrestling is, and like how like beautiful the art of it is. Like, he's a likable guy for that reason, because like that's what we all fucking love wrestling. But I'm glad they're doing things like that, because it really is making him seem more off-putting, more devious.
Yeah. Would you say he seems like the kind of guy that if shit was going down, he would just like walk out casually?
Yeah.
And then on an actual note, would you say his mic skills have gone way up compared to before?
Yeah. He's definitely improving. And again, that was I don't know what's changed within the last several months when I've really seen such like an uptick at it. But like, he's gotten so good. He's going to be world champion. There's no doubt about it.
Soon. We don't know when.
It's not a matter of if, it is a matter of when Gunther will be world champion.
Could you imagine Drew versus Gunther for the world title?
Yeah. That'd be fantastic.
That'd be a lot of chopping that hurts right now thinking about.
Yeah, it would be a stiff, hard-hitting match. Like, that'd be great. Like, that would be absolutely. I can maybe see that at like a SummerSlam.
That just hurts thinking about right now, but that would be something.
That'd be fantastic. I'd love that. But that is Raw in a nutshell tonight. A fantastic show again. A good quick 3 hours. But Caesar, again, my brother from a Canadian mother, tell the good folks where they can find you and where they
I got the full screen. All right, guys. The show's over. You can catch me on social media platforms at NoobTube all over the place. I'm not going to name all the social media platforms because there are way too darn many. And of course, I'm sitting here with, as usual, Tyler and our other brethren, Eduardo. He's not here at the moment, but he probably will be here next time. And as always, you guys can catch me on the AEW Dynamite Wednesday recap with the other boys over there on that side. Tyler, back to you.
Hey, I am Tyler, the Pro Wrestling Hipster, at Pro Wrestling Hipster on most platforms, and I am the Pro Wrestling Hipster over on Facebook, much like the university in the town of Columbus in which I reside, the Ohio State University. I don't know why they do it. I really don't. But you can see me here every Monday night. With Caesar and typically Eduardo, always breaking down Raw, having a good time. And I will be back tomorrow night with DC Soup and CJ talking NXT. Always a good time. Oh wow! Thank you. That is. I'm sorry. I'm going to cut what I was saying for a second. That is quite.
That's a huge compliment. I love that.
Tip of the hat. Tip of the old
Holy
bandana
shit,
to you, sir.
that's great.
Tip
That
of
is
the
great.
fake glasses. Thank you. But I'll be back tomorrow night talking NXT, and it's always a good time. We appreciate to everybody that watches us live, and we also appreciate everyone that watches us on the replays. Thank you guys for tuning in and commenting and liking. We will see you guys next time for Dirt Sheet Radio. Have a wonderful night, guys. Yeet. Yeeting good.